H2B Visa Program. There is a maximum statutory number, or cap, on the total number of persons who may obtain an H2B visa or obtain H2B non-immigrant classification during a fiscal year. Currently, Congress has set the maximum number of H2B visas at 66,000 per fiscal year, of which 33,000 are for workers who begin employment during the first half of the fiscal year, October 1st through March 31st. And 33,000 are for workers who begin employment during the second half of the fiscal year, April 1st through September 30th. Any visas from the first half of the fiscal year not used during that period will be available to employers interested in hiring H2B workers during the second half of the fiscal year. However, the portion of H2B visas not used during a fiscal year may not be carried over to the next year. U.S. government added 23,000 more H2B visas for 2022. H2B visa process, non-agricultural visa. 60 to 75 days. The H2B visa application is filled in and sent to the Department of Labor. 30 to 45 days. Approved application is sent to USCIS to receive action notice. 5 to 10 days. Workers apply for visas in person at the U.S. Embassy. Workers are ready to go. The process starts depending on the draft of the year, either in May to start work in October or in November to start work in April. Duration of the work permit and its extensions. 12 months. H2B classification is for qualified employment and has a minimum period of 1 year. 6 months. Staff requires the client's request 6 months before the new extension. 36 months. The permit can be extended up to 3 years. Each request made by staff extension must be accompanied by a new, valid temporary employment certification. Client's responsibilities under the H2B program. Sign contract. Paperwork. Airplane. Provide transportation. Pay salaries. Staff is responsible for the payment and logistics of these services, which will be charged and detailed in the final bill. Staff's responsibilities. Sign contract with client. Payment for all legal fees to acquire the working visas. Payment for all administrative fees to acquire the working visas. Recruit the personnel in the country required by client and deliver personnel to client's location. Why choose us? We are the sponsors for all employees brought into the country. We cover all legal and administrative fees to obtain the visas. We have an extensive database of Latin American workers already in the U.S. ready to work. We have working relationships with all the Central American consulates, which support us in case of any request or issue. We have expert labor lawyers that provide legal assistance to both employees and employers. And we have top technology for controls. Staff. Hire, train, perform,